Hey indoor golfers, welcome back to Gerald's Corner. Today we're going to start a new series on the Uneekor softwares. We're going to start with the view software. We're going to show you how to do bag mapping and how that can help you with your game and understand your carry distances and stuff like that. Then we're going to move on to the Succeed and Refine softwares and work on the different driving ranges and the aspects of those, the short game complex and how you can use that for your chipping and your putting, and then challenges as well, so that if your buddies come over, you can do a short game challenge or something like that with them. So let's get into it. Start checking out the view software. All right, so here we are in the view software. When you log into the view software, you're going to have this screen that pops up. So if you don't have a user selected yet or created, you can go to the upper right-hand corner, hit add user, put your info in, select if you're right or left-handed, male, female, how you want the readings to come out. Put a little picture in there if you want to add a little selfie or something. You would hit save. So I already have a profile created. So we're just going to click on my profile and hit start. When you first come in or you first log in, it's going to give you what club you want to hit. In today's version, I'm going to hit 2 different shots at 2 different clubs just to give you an idea of bag mapping. You can actually see I've got them pre-selected and pre-hit over there just so we can save some time on the video for y'all. But if you wanted to hit drivers, and let's say you wanted to hit draws versus fade, you could create a draw driver, hit add, then go up to the upper left-hand corner, change the name, hit fade for the driver, hit add, and then, obviously it didn't save that first one, so we'll just do it again. We'll bring back the draw driver. Welcome to computer life. And you could do that if you wanted to see the difference in, say, like how far they're going to carry. So I would use that one to get a better idea of what shot I want to hit off the tee most of the time, or what I want my stock shot to be. It's good to compare all that stuff. But I've already got your knockdowns with the 60, a full 60, a knockdown 7-iron, and a full 7-iron in there. And what you would use this for bag mapping is basically just to give you an idea of how far each club goes or how far each shot goes. I did the knockdowns just because that's a number. I've got relatively new clubs, and those are numbers that I really haven't spent any time dialing in yet on a launch monitor or anything else. And I've only played a couple of rounds with them this year. So weather in Texas has been a little rough, and I just haven't been able to get out in normal settings and plays. I've been playing a lot in here, but I haven't practiced much just because we've been busy. These are all the shots that I did hit, just to go through them and just so you can see what they are. If you want to just see the session as far as the knockdown 60s, you can see that. If you want to see the full 60s, you can see those. You can go through and see all those shots if you want to do that one, or just the last one, which is going to come up blank because I haven't hit any in this particular session that I've opened it up. But that's where you would see all your ball flights, is in that upper right-hand corner, depending on what you want to do with your line. Other things you can do with view, you've got your side and your top view. So that would be for the knockdown 60. If I hit all, it shows you all the ball flights, both the top trajectory and the side trajectory. So you can see my knockdown shots are definitely lower than my normal shots. We can group them and it'll show you what your grouping is with those shots. So we've got our colors on the left. Those are the colors that are going to be selected when you select the color when you're creating your session. You've got your club. So, obviously this is your club data. This is a great screen because it gives you angle of attack. It gives you your dynamic loft angle. So, I obviously need to work on my 60 and getting the toe of the club up a little bit. I probably need to pay a little bit more attention to that. But it also gives you in the bottom left-hand corner your face and your path angles, which are great to understand what's going on with your swing. If you hit a draw or you hit a fade, that's going to be told to you right there. In the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to see the club video. So you can hit play and watch it play through, see where you hit it on the club face, see where you hit as far as the ground goes. If you hit a little fat, you're going to see that mat come up and where it distinguishes itself. You can fast forward and rewind. I absolutely love this. And the other thing you can look at in the upper right-hand corner is a photo of the club and the contact with the ball. Hit it right in the middle of the face, but you can see the scoring lines. That toe is definitely digging in a little bit. So that's something I got to work on in my own game. These are great features to learn what's happening with your game. You also have the swing camera. If you have cameras, you have the swing optics cameras. You can watch your swing on this software. You can draw lines and all that other stuff as well. And it's fantastic. You also have your settings buttons here that'll tell you, depending on what camera you have, how to integrate your camera, what your frame rates and stuff like that can be as well. So there's a lot that can be done in there. And then here's where you see your averages. So this is where your bag mapping stuff would come from. You can see your average carry, your average total. You know, we're not hitting into a green, so obviously that 60 is probably not going to roll out that much with 9,500 backspin, but there's your data. It tells you the shot shape or your max. So I muscled up on one and hit 185. But you can go through that with every club. And at the end, when you want, you can send a session report for all these and get an idea exactly what happens. You know, you click on session and it tells you what all those averages are in that session button on the menu there. Numbers, this gives you your averages for each session. So if you click on the 7-iron, these are your averages for your numbers. And you can see there's a ton of data that you can get out of an IXO, which is nice because most launch monitors, they give you this much data. There's 25 different data points. You're looking at $14, $15, $20, $25,000 for a launch monitor. The IXO with this software is $10,000. This is the best launch monitor you can get for the price and still get all this data, and it's accurate and it's good. And eventually we'll do a comparison with the quad just to give you an idea of how they do compare. Great screens, a lot of data, a lot of stuff to look at, a lot of stuff to play around with on here as well. So I'm a big fan. You can make these little sub views also if you want to put different pictures in there. We already did that video on the update for the view software, so we don't need to rehash old stuff. You can send a session report as well if you want to email it to a coach or something like that. I'm not logged in to create the Power U report necessarily, but that's something I could definitely do, or you could do at home if you wanted to send that to a coach. Give you your carry number and whatnot on there because that's what you'd want to look at as far as that stuff goes. On the shot, you can change what you want to see. Side total, it'll give you your averages. You want to see your backspin, it'll give you your averages. You know, whatever you want to see on there, smash factor, all that kind of stuff. It'll give you the averages for those shots that you hit with that particular club. If you want to change that to full 7-iron, go back to the shot, there's your carry totals, you know, and vice versa. If you want to see the smash factor, obviously a smash factor with a wedge isn't going to be as good as it is with a 7-iron. Pretty high smash factor. In fact, that's probably a little bit high, and that's the one number on the IXO, and even the QED I think gets a little high as a smash factor. If you can smash a 7-iron at 145, you're really making stuff happen. But I usually look at the carry numbers, the ones I want to see in that shot section. There's your overview of you. Create your own little things if you want to see how to do your bag mapping. Maybe you have 3 different shots you want to hit with each club. You can just label all of those. When you go back in, if I want to go hit more 7-irons, full 7-irons, I can just click on the 7-iron. It'll keep the data for all the shots that I hit with the 7-iron in perpetuity. So this is great to have and to have on your profile every time you go in. All right, so you can see that bag mapping can be very important to your golf game. It can help you improve if you know your distances, different shot types. It's just easy to do. It's something easy to do on the View software. So make sure that you do that. It'll definitely improve your golf game. If you like the content from this video, make sure you like and subscribe, hit that notification button so you know when our next video is going to drop. Episode 2, we're going to do the different driving ranges on Refine and Succeed. So check that out. And as always, check us out on shopindoorgolf.com, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We appreciate you watching. Have a great day.